And we're back. Jonny here. It's been a while, but we're getting back into Kerbal. I've been busy with my Hellblade series. I've tried to get that out as soon as possible in case somebody was looking forward toward the ending, which was pretty cool. So I recommend you check that out. It was a cool game. But without further ado, let's jump in here, and we got a bunch of science. So let's unlock like a lot of new gadgets. And what I have in mind is probes. I want to build some cool probes. We got the docks. So we have the ability to dock a spacecraft onto a probe. And again, just reiterating, I had this idea of having like SOS probes that are around the different moons and different like planets and stuff, so that if we're ever into trouble, we can just plug our ship into the probe and then transfer some fuel, and hopefully that would save our asses. But let's just get moving here. So we're gonna want advanced electronics, gonna give us bigger and better solar panels. So let's unlock that. That gives us access to the next tier. We want good relay antennas, so we're gonna grab this. Also gives us a seismic accelerometer, so a little bit another way to get science. Get that. And we have 180 science left approximately. What else do we want here? I think we want to build towards rovers. I kind of want to build like a science rover to deploy on the moon. That would be pretty cool. The other thing we could get is... I don't think we need this. We could get better rockets, because we did unlock the fat fuel tanks. But I think for now we're fine. We had a pretty solid rocket design. So, tell you what, let's go towards the rover science node. So we're gonna go space exploration. And we run out of science before we can get the next thing, but that's fine. We got some ladders, some wheels actually. Okay. Cool. So we got a bunch of stuff there. In terms of missions, what are we looking at? We had some temperature measurements around the moon. We had position a satellite around the moon. So this is an interesting one. We could, since we're launching a probe anyways, we could just put it in this orbit. Transmit or recover science center. Okay, so we got some easy missions here. This one should be fine. So we need to have an antenna that can generate power. Okay, so not a lot of extra requirements there for us. So let's go into vehicle assembly building here, and we're gonna take the rocket we had. So let's open up the Mun Conquest. I don't even remember the commands here, it's been so long. Alright, so we're gonna rebrand this the what are we calling it? The probe deployer? Yes. And what we do is grab, hold on. We don't need kind of that section. Alright, so we're gonna grab this, get rid of all of this, get this trash out of here. So we grab the octoprobe. That's gonna be the brain of our shuttle there, or our spacecraft. And bear with me here because I'm rusty. I don't remember things that well. So what do we need? Well, we probably want a service bay to pack some stuff in there. So we're gonna go like we probably want batteries in this thing to make sure we don't run out of electricity. So let's pack a couple of these bad boys in there. Can I even pack like a third? It's gonna be fucked up. So that gives us 410 electric charge. I think that's fine because we're gonna have solar panels. So we're gonna call it good for now. Let's see, can we fit any science in here? It's not gonna look good, so let's not do it. So the other thing we're gonna need is RCS tanks. So maybe we can fit these tanks in. Oh, too big. It looks horrible. It's disastrous. Okay. That kind of makes me sad, but we'll try to fit them elsewhere. So what do we have in terms of... So what's the next thing we need here? Obviously we want to have some science on it. So again, not sure how much we can pack in there. Maybe we need like another service bay. I don't think it's a problem. So we would have like... where is it? Okay. So we would have... like one of these things. I'm just thinking maybe we can fit it in here if we... what if we do this? Not the prettiest, but functional. It closes fine. So we go around, we place some of these other instruments. Maybe put it on the floor there. So we got the barometer. Pop a thermometer on there too, like this. We need the... I don't think this seismic accelerometer is gonna do anything. It reads, when properly settled on a firm surface, will detect and record accurately seismic activity data. And since we're not going to land this thing, we're not going to be able to measure any seismic activity. So let's just keep that off for now. We'll pack a Science Junior module. And this should be good. So we got our science. What else do we need? We need like the relay antenna, obviously. It's going to be the main part of the spacecraft. Is that... why are you not aligned? What are you doing? Okay, it is aligned. Alright. So we got that. We also have these antennas, which look kind of cool. I don't really get their purpose, if I'm real with you. Doesn't this antenna do everything that this one does? Let's see. Obviously this is a relay antenna, so it does more than just a direct transmitter. But I'm just wondering whether or not there's any merit to the to just the direct antenna. Since it looks kind of cool, we can just pack it. Let's say something happens to our main antenna, maybe we can, you know, have like a backup antenna. I don't know about this. What's the weight of this thing? Yeah, we'll leave it on for now. I'm not convinced, but that's fine. Let's save that up for now. So we got our basic stuff. Let's get some solar panels. So the difference between these and these is that these can retract. So we're gonna probably want these. Let's pack like 4 of these. Probably that's a good spot. Get this trash out of here. Okay. So yeah, we got our solar panels. And we want some fuel because again, the point of, well, one of the purposes of this thing is gonna be, it's gonna serve as a like reserve. So we need to pack a little bit of fuel here. What about like 200 units around That seems fine to me. And actually we can just have these down here. Maybe just so. And we're gonna put those in an action group so we can extend them all at once. So we're gonna use the abort action group and just gonna do toggle solar panel, and what the hell, just throw the service bay in there. So now with one button we can expand all of those. And we need our Terrier engine there at the bottom. Boom. So this is gonna be our main thing. And oh, I'm forgetting, we need RCS tanks, or RCS thrusters rather. I like these. We're gonna go with those. Just pop them at the bottom. I guess we also want to have some at the top. I mean, they're pretty expensive, to be honest. And maybe we can get away with these kind of cheap ones for the top. Like this. Just to give us a little bit more mobility. I don't want this thing to cost like $1 million. So we got our CS tanks. Oh, we obviously need a way to dock as well. So how do we do this? One way we could do it, I'm just trying to think of what the best position for this would be. Obviously, like down below would be fantastic, but we kind of have a rocket there. And at the top would also be great, but we have the antenna. Maybe the antenna can go on the side. How about that? So what if we do something, just bear with me here. We do something like this, and we place like 2 antennas just to even out the weight. It looks like 2 giant ears. It's not the prettiest thing I've seen. I'm gonna level with you. What is this? Shielded docking port. Aerodynamically shielded docking port developed. Dude, this is pretty cool stuff. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's gigantic. Like, it's actually enormous. So we're gonna not use that for now. Does it work if I just pop this on top? Like this. It's hideous. Is there something I can put on top of this? What do you have? Come on. Radial attachment point. No. Protective cap. Could work. Potentially. Oh, I'm not sure about this. I am like very not sure about this. Like, this looks very janky to me. But it does kind of do what we want, right? It really does. You know, this is Mark 1, right? So you're gonna call it like Mark 1. I'm sure we're gonna improve it, but we're gonna roll with our Dumbo probe here and make sure we pack those RCS tanks. It would be great to have 4, but to be honest with you, I don't know if we have the space. I mean, we can pack them, but I don't know if... yeah, it will probably be fine. Alright, so enough time spent on this. We have something. Is it the prettiest? Maybe not. But dude, this should work. So you go... so the rocket doesn't change. The weight of this thing is not too bad. It's pretty equivalent to what we had, I think. And now what we need is... we need fairings. So this is like the protective shell thing. This is gonna allow us to be aerodynamic. And so hold on here. I'm gonna do like this. Hold on. So stay there. We go. Now, is this big enough? It's not big enough. So, okay, so cancel this, cancel this. Alright, so let's grab an adapter. As such. And then we do, where's the fairing again? Payload. So we grab the big fairing here. Like this. Oh, a little more even. Alright, so hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. Go all the way to the top. Don't do me like this. Okay. Alright. Well, we got something. I don't know if it's necessarily the best. So let's go to adapters again. Where are we? Structural. Let's grab like a bigger adapter like this. And go down there. Let's take a look at this. It's kinda ugly. It's like a giant air balloon. I'm also a little bit scared that maybe this is not gonna be super stable. But dude, this is Mark 1, so you gotta test it out. You know, there's no Kerbals in here. If we lose this, it's just money. It doesn't cost too much either. We're like swimming in money right now, so... I'll tell you what, we'll just save and we'll give it a shot. You know, what's the worst that could happen? So, throttle to the max, just check your staging here, make sure things are good. I just put this at the top. I don't want like things going crazy here. So we have that. Shoot those off, shoot those off, shoot those off. What are you doing? Okay, I think that's actually fine. So, alright, let's go. I'm gonna level with you. I don't remember the controls all that well, but hopefully we're gonna be able to fly this thing. So let's remind us that we want to watch the fuel tanks and ditch them as they empty. Again, there's no return trip, so we have plenty of delta V to make it to the moon. To the mun, sorry. So we ditched these. Everything going as expected. It looks like this thing works well aerodynamically, or well enough. So let's try to do our gravity turn here. You can see the stability is not like the greatest. So I'm just going to be very gentle here. Don't want this thing spinning out of control. Keep an eye on the fuel there. Can probably throttle down a little bit. Just going for that nice and shallow angle there. So we're gonna pop our next set of fuel tanks. Keep an eye on our apoaps. Remember, we're aiming for that 70,000. So the probe we have has SAS, but it doesn't have the ability to stay prograde or retrograde or even more of the advanced directions. So it might take a little bit more work than usual to do some of the maneuvers. So let's turn on RCS. We can wait until we're above like 60,000. And when we are, we can probably pop our fairings. So we're gonna deploy here. Nice. Dude, we forgot to pack lights on this. Oh, that's a fail, man. We needed lights. Oh well. Why are you not responding? Can you explain to me why we're not responding? Well, it seemed like the RCS tanks weren't working there. I'm not too sure. And also, I started thrusting way too late. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a nice and circular orbit here. We'll see. Let's just make sure we don't reach our apoapsis too soon. Fuel tanks running out. As always, we keep an eye on that, and then boom, ditch them. So, why have I no control over my direction here? I can't control my ship. What's going on? I can't turn my ship. Is there something wrong with my setup? Electric charge is fine. I'm not sure, man. I mean, I'm pretty annoyed by this, obviously. And we didn't get a good orbit or anything, but I'll tell you what, we'll call this a simulation because I'm not happy with my design here. I want to pack some lights. So I'll tell you what, we'll revert back to vehicle assembly here because I'm not happy with. So give me a second here, excuse me. There you go. And then we're gonna throw 4 of them down here, like so. And then the other thing I want is kind of a light here, would be nice. Though I'm not sure how to do it. Can I just I mean, can I get like 2 lights like this, perhaps? And then we aim them towards the top? Something like this. I mean, what I'm trying to do here is just something helpful for when we're trying to dock this thing. But I don't know if this actually helps, to be honest. And I think it doesn't, at least not like this. I'm thinking maybe we can put something. Would this work? I mean, I think the real question is whether or not that's gonna interfere with the docking, and it might, so I don't want to take that risk. So we're just gonna be conservative and place them there. Obviously not like that. Try to align them at least. Kind of. Yeah, I think. So, is there another action group we can use? Oh, there's one for lights already. That's fine. So I think the first thing we need to do is just make sure our RCS is working. Wait a second. Did I turn on my RCS? I may not have turned on my RCS. Well, we needed the lights anyway, so so what we'll do, we'll save this. We'll do like a quick run, like just a test run, and I'm probably gonna go back and find out that I didn't turn on my RCS, and I'm gonna be mad at myself. But these things happen, and you know, if we didn't turn on the RCS, then it would be understandable that the RCS wasn't working. So what are we doing here? We're just making sure it looks the part, basically. So we don't even have to get into orbit. I just want to see like how it looks like, and if when we turn on the lights, does it look good? Looks like it does. Let's confirm the RCS works. Is it working? I can't actually see whether it's working or not. So what if we decouple like this? Is the RCS working? I can't see them. Anyways, I'm gonna figure it out for next episode, make sure that things are working here, but I'm happy with the design we have, and this was kind of a design episode here. I hope you're okay with that, and we're gonna be deploying this bad boy next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. I've been Johnny, and peace out.